There was a day when darkness faded to the light spoken into existence. The home of the Holy One already crafted. God created a perfect world, a pure planet, holding gardens of beauty, trees and forests, not meant to be the very thing the Creator's Son would die upon. Creation thriving in sky, sea, and land, not meant to be a part of Satan's schemes. Then man and woman created, called very good, called to govern what God had made. What was it like to live in the presence of perfection, to turn away towards pride and pleasure? What did Eve feel when God declared the consequential curse on both her and husband? Did they know the ramifications of that moment? History has taught Satan's enemy is reconciliation, closest friend enmity. Even in the garden, when fallen entered our vocabulary, God acted in mercy by sending them off with a promise, passed down the most precious heirloom of God's people, Jesus. Dear Mary, what was it like to know that you would birth the one Adam and Eve carried in the form of vow as they exited Eden, the seed that would remarry creation to Creator, whose very identity is an oxymoron, but no hyperbole, it is perfect, the light, displaying God's unfailing love and faithfulness, descended to deliver us to our undivided place in the presence of Yahweh. Dear Mary Magdalene, what was it like witnessing Jesus' death-defying healing only to stand before his tomb faced with his mortality? As she wept, did she pray for his presence, beg God for one last chance to see him, only to hear him say, Mary? Just as Eve experienced the grief of sin, Mary experienced the fulfillment of it, bowing to God's way of reconciliation, restoration through the power of redemption under the resurrection. Did she know the ramifications of this moment? Now it became clear why with his last breath he declared, it is finished, the law torn under a new covenant called grace. And as we face every garden of grief, trial and temptation, we stand seeing an empty tomb, knowing the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness will not overcome it because it is finished.